Omega Mart celebrates its first anniversary.
And 2 new restaurants coming to the Strip, what concerts are in town this week, and the Silverton Hotel is closing.
All the latest things to do in Las Vegas and more coming up next on the news with J&K.
Welcome to J&K Stay in Vegas. Here's what's happening here in Vegas for February 26, 2022.
Caesar's Palace finally shows guests its shiny new entrance after months of construction. Unfortunately, it's still not completely finished.
But Scott Robin, who owns the Vital Vegas website, has all the details on this long-awaited project. He's currently the only place you can find the pictures and information on this project. Both pictures we borrowed for this segment belong to Scott, and we're only using 2 of the many on the Vital Vegas site. Thank you, Scott, for keeping everyone abreast of Vegas goings-on.
Hey, great news! It sounds as if the Palms Buffet and Scotch 80 Prime will reopen.
Yes, it seems a Las Vegas Advisor reader was curious enough to find out if the buffet would be opening again. I mean, seriously, who isn't curious for all the buffets opening?
He hit contact us on the Palms website and received the following message from Marie, a reservation agent at Palms Place. Thank you for reaching out. The buffet will open when Palms Casino reopens in the spring. Yes, more buffets, please.
Also, looking around the Palms website, the probability that Scotch 80 Prime, the Ultra Steakhouse at the Old Palms, will also be returning. He found a link on the San Manuel Tribe's website advertising for a Scotch Master, who will work closely with the casino beverage and Scotch 80 Prime management teams and will be responsible for complete knowledge of the Scotch whiskey offerings and food pairings.
And there you have it. For all of you that are always looking for the new restaurants in Vegas, this summer 2022, the Las Vegas dining scene will get a game-changing restaurant with a debut of Waikuta, Las Vegas. It will be the first high-end, purely Japanese restaurant at the Venetian Resort.
Waikuta came about from 2 major food influencers in the food world. One is 2 Michelin-starred chef Tetsuya Waikuta, the second restaurateur John Kunkel of 50 Eggs Hospitality Group. Waikuta will be the chef's first restaurant in the United States. It will be unlike any other Japanese dining on the Strip. Truly next level, said John Kunkel.
Waikutas will take over the former Morel's French Steakhouse and Bistro space with a patio on the Las Vegas Strip at the front of the Palazzo after the steakhouse opted not to reopen. Waikuta opens at the Palazzo in the summer of 2022.
Have you ever wished there was a complete upscale plant-based restaurant here in Vegas for both visitors and locals as well?
I know I have.
Well, getting your wish is about to come true thanks to Chef Tal Ronan, who's on the verge of bringing his famous Los Angeles restaurant Crossroads here to our beautiful city of Las Vegas, where you can find just about any kind of food. Resorts World will not only debut Crossroads, the only one outside of Southern California, they will also debut Ronan's other newest creation for quick casual meals. That's called CB Crossroads Burgers, and they will offer the same delicious flavors, but in a more fast-paced setting. The menu will feature burgers, milkshakes, fries, and house-made sausages, both for takeout or enjoyed in a more laid-back restaurant.
We're so looking forward to checking this out. I'm especially excited about trying the plant-based food.
It's been a few days since Omega Mart celebrated their first anniversary on February 18th, and the arts entertainment company never imagined the popularity it would have here within the span of just 1 year.
On the anniversary of its opening, the hard-to-describe interactive experience announced over 1 million guests visited the super-dimensional marketplace located off Interstate 15 that includes opening during the pandemic.
Yes, the story, by the way, centers around a fictional family-owned corporation called DramaCorp. Visitors can participate in the guided clues that will eventually reveal the mystery of the corporation and their intentions.
There isn't enough time to try to explain how this all works or what it is exactly. Just do yourself a favor and click the link below.
Yeah, we also did the new liftoff experience at Area 15, so go check out that video on our channel.
Speaking of anniversaries of sort, this past week brought us to 22/22 on a Tuesday, no less. It's still expected to be one of the top 5 days for weddings in Las Vegas history.
Yes, more than 3,000 couples more than likely tied the knot on the palindrome date. but it probably won't beat the record of around 4,500 weddings set on 7/7/07. But it could approach the second most popular date, 11/11/11, which accounted for nearly 3,500.
It's also possible that the long-anticipated 5 millionth marriage license will be issued this month. Did you see that, Jeff? They hit the thumbs up button.
Hey, thanks for doing that on this video. It tells YouTube that you enjoy this video and our content. Take it one step further and hit that subscribe and notification bell so that you don't miss out on anything new happening here in Vegas. Along with our weekly news segments and vlogs, we also do live streams showing what's happening live as it happens here in Vegas. You definitely don't want to miss out on anything. So again, thanks for hitting that thumbs up and subscribing to J&K Stay in Vegas.
The Rock and Roll Las Vegas races, formerly known as the Rock and Roll Marathon, will be held downtown for the first time this weekend. It's also the first time the race will take place since 2019.
Yes, the full marathon held annually around Las Vegas since 1967 and on the Strip between 2005 and 2019 was actually canceled due to a lack of interest. So instead, a 5K race will be held Saturday afternoon and a 10K will take place on Sunday afternoon.
Road closures will impact downtown between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. So if you're headed that way, make sure you leave extra time for detours. We have all of your entertainment news coming up next, but what's going on in the real estate news this week?
Well, the cost of renting a one-bedroom apartment in Las Vegas has risen from $1,100 a year ago to between almost $1,700 today. Las Vegas rents are rising as record-breaking prices for houses. But even though interest rates are climbing back up, they are still historically low. And with so many great lender programs, wouldn't you rather put that money to your mortgage than someone else's mortgage? I've helped out a lot of people from all over the world with real estate buying and selling here in Vegas. So if you have any questions, drop me a note at my email below.
So Jeff, what's going on this weekend?
Well, Billy Joel is live tonight at Allegiant Stadium. Cheap Trick hits the stage at the Strat. And rock band Chicago, who is continuing their residency at the Venetian Theater, is still in town. Also, worldwide K-pop sensation BTS announced 4 nights at Allegiant Stadium for their Permission to Dance on Stage tour. That is coming April 8th and 9th and the 15th and 16th.
Now, if you're unable to get tickets for the live in-person broadcast event, it will be held at MGM Grand Garden Arena on all 4 nights. The concert will also be streamed online on the last day of the tour on April 16th.
Well, any way you look at it, you can't miss this show. Tickets are on sale now.
The new Circus show at New York was announced on 2/22/22.
It's called Mad Apple, and we were able to catch the preview of the show. Mad Apple will be the first Cirque project led by director Neil Dorward and Simon Painter, who says it blurs the lines between circus, live entertainment, and New York nightlife culture.
Speaking of the circus part, when stand-up comedian Brad Williams was first pitched the idea of joining a Las Vegas Cirque du Soleil show, 2 words crossed his mind. Holy crap, I'm gonna end up in the circus. The stand-up comedian, born with achondroplasia, told USA Today, turns out he was right.
There is such a bountiful amount of information with a plethora of details. It's impossible to describe it here. Go see it for yourself. It opens May 26th, and we're so excited to see this deeply immersive Cirque show. In the Vegas Vault this week, we're just a couple of days away from the 23rd anniversary of the opening of Mandalay Bay, which opened on March 2nd, 1999.
It sure doesn't seem that long ago, but Mandalay Bay replaced the previous Hacienda Hotel with a build cost of $950 million.
The opening day ceremonies included the Blues Brothers, Dan Aykroyd, James Belushi, and John Goodman, leading a procession of 200 motorcycles to Mandalay Bay's front doors, culminating a concert with Bob Dylan at the House of Blues. Today, Mandalay Bay is owned by MGM Growth Properties and the Blackstone Group, with MGM owning 50.1% of the joint venture.
The Silverton Hotel and Casino will be closing in April for a few months.
Yes, as the hotel rooms at the casino will be closed from April to July due to a complete renovation of all 300 rooms. We will check back in with them and see the changes when they reopen again this summer. It was a sad day here in Las Vegas. On Tuesday, the amazing Jonathan passed away. He was a well-known stand-up comedian and magician. His acts were hilarious, absolutely crazy, all in fun of course, and always had interaction with one specific audience member. But but he always had a few legitimate tricks up his sleeve.
He had a long history of comedy shows, stand-up, and being a regular on the David Letterman Show.
When he finally arrived in Vegas, it was 2001, and Jonathan was the top-selling headliner for several years at the Golden Nugget, his favorite place to perform here while in Vegas. He also performed at the Sahara, the Koval Theater at Miracle Mile Shops, Bally's and Rocks Lounge at Red Rock Resort as well.
Sadly, he passed away in his sleep from end-stage heart failure. He was only 63 years old.
Again, everyone, if you found this video helpful, please make sure to give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. Both of those actions are free to you, and
it really does help.
Also, we do have YouTube memberships, Patreon, and even a J&K merch store. All the links will be in the description box below. And as always, everyone, stay safe
and stay silly.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye.